I've had a bit of a sad realization today. My flipping dumbass has accidentally let myself fall out of the process a little bit. I never realized until today how much I've not enjoyed training that much in the last, I don't know, 6 months or maybe year. Like what ended up happening to me that I'm now going to try to fix is I became too results orientated. I became too. I wanted the goal too much, and in the context of bodybuilding, what is my goal? My goal is just to get fucking jacked. That's it. I just wanted to get fucking jacked, and I wanted to get jacked so much that I forgot to enjoy the process. And initially, this kind of sounds a bit contradictory. How can you want a goal so much that you don't enjoy the process? Like, surely if you want a goal so much that you're going to work even harder and you're going to enjoy every second and you're going to make sure you give it your absolute best shot. Well, I disagree to that a little bit. You know how the phrase goes, the one who loves walking will walk. Nice. Well, I fucked that up. What I meant to say was, the one who loves walking will walk further than the one who loves the destination. And I accidentally became the one who loves the destination more than walking. And so I was in a position, but I say was because I'm not in that position anymore as of today. So yeah, I found myself in a position where I just wanted to get an extra rep so bad. I just wanted to add an extra inch to my arms so bad. I just wanted to add an extra 10 kilos to the bar so bad that I became so numbers focused, so performance focused, so nerdy about everything. When I would set up the bench to do bench press, I'd say, okay, it has to be the exact same incline every single time. Everything has to be perfect. The seat height has to be at the right angle. The bench height has to be at the right angle. Even on this row, like, I would nerd out about the chest pad that I'm leaning as. How far out is it? Because, you know, if I accidentally have it too far out, that I might not get an extra rep from last week. And if I don't get an extra rep from last week, then that's a failed session. Then that's a session in which I didn't progress. Then that's a session that is dissatisfactory for me. And so the realization I had today is I need to stop being a fucking nerd. I need to stop fucking caring about the results so much, you know, the outcome of getting jacked so much, and just enjoy the process a little bit. Let fucking loose, Omar. Like, this is what I wish somebody told me. Like, just let loose, bro. Like, so what that you go in the gym and you get one less rep than last week? So what that you go in the gym and the exact machine you want is taken and you have to use a slightly different one? So what that you go in the gym and all of a sudden you need to use a different attachment, or you can't lift as heavy as you did last week? So fucking what? The absolute beauty of bodybuilding and the blessed situation we are in as bodybuilders is that we can use any rep range we want, we can use any amount of weight we want, and we can still have good sessions. We are not strength athletes. We don't have to use a certain type of weight. Strength athletes like powerlifters and Olympic small lifters, they have to lift heavy. Like, the numbers to them is absolutely everything. For bodybuilders, all you have to do is just do a hard set. It doesn't matter whether that's a hard set of 8 reps or 13 reps or 23 reps. It doesn't matter whether you're using 90% of your 1 rep max, 85, 72, 63. It doesn't matter. You can use lightweight, heavyweight. You can do high reps, low reps. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you train fucking hard and have fun. And now, I train hard. That's not my problem. But I wasn't having fun. And here's why, right? Because I cared so much about the numbers. I wanted to get that extra rep. I wanted to add the 2.5 extra little bit of kilos. I just cared too much about the performance day to day. And I just needed to tell myself, just let fucking loose, bro. Stop being such a fucking nerd and just be a little bit more like a gym bro. Like, you know, one thing, you know, we hate on gym bros and meatheads so much, but one thing they do well is they have fun. They really have fun. They don't give a shit about tracking numbers. They have no idea what exercises they done last week and for how many reps. They don't give a damn. They just turn up to the gym on that day and just have fucking fun. They're a bit inaccurate with their training. They're a bit sloppy with how they logbook their weights, and they're a bit loose with their form sometimes. But it's fucking fun for them and they're enjoying the process, and that's why they keep turning up. Me, I went too far the opposite direction accidentally. I became too hyperfixated on perfect form and making sure the seat height and the angle of the bench is the same every time, and oh, I didn't quite get an extra rep. Or on those weeks where I did get an extra rep, I'd sort of doubt myself and say like, oh yeah, I got an extra rep, but was it actually strength gains that I made, or was it just neurological adaptations? Did I get that extra rep because of a bit of momentum, or did I actually get stronger? And of course, there is a good and required level of such self-analysis and such critique. We have to be honest and accept that, okay, maybe we got an extra rep, but we used a fuck ton of momentum, so it doesn't really count. But I accidentally done that too much. I was too critical, too analytic. Like, even when I did get extra reps, sometimes I wouldn't be happy because I'd kind of doubt myself and be like, was that a real extra rep, or did I just, swing a little bit, or was my form a little bit different, or did I use a little bit more leg drive on that particular exercise? Like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, what am I doing, bro? Why am I like this? Like, why can't I just enjoy lifting how I enjoyed lifting when I was 16 years old? At 16, I didn't give a shit about any of this. I would just turn up, get a fucking pump, do any machine that's free that I like, that feels good, that gives me a good contraction and mind-muscle connection, and I'd be so satisfied. But now I'm just trying to optimize too much. I'm trying to be Mr. Optimal. Watching all these science-based videos on YouTube and podcasts and listening to all these guys that say, oh, reps over 10 are useless because you get your 5 effective reps in the 4 to 8 rep range. In other words, Paul Carter. I ain't got a bad word to say about him, but I consumed his content too much in the wrong way. I would watch his training, and for every single exercise he would do like the 4 to 6 rep range. So that's preacher curls, isolations, compounds, everything. He would do no more than 6 reps, or sometimes he'd push it to 8. And I'd done that for a while, and it just felt fucking shit for me personally, especially for my back. Back is a great example for this for me because I have quite shit mind-muscle connection with my back. And so when I'm there doing heavy sets of 8, I don't feel anything in my back. I don't get a back pump. I don't feel the burn or the contraction. I don't. But I carried on doing those heavy sets of 8 because, that's optimal. And that's what I was told. And that's the best way to grow muscle. And so what ended up happening to me was I was just trying to grow muscle in the best possible way. And I totally didn't care about growing muscle in the most funnest way. And we need a happy medium, yes, between doing what's fun and doing what actually works. But I accidentally went too far to one side, and I only done the things that I thought work. And I didn't consider my own fun at all. And the truth is, sets of 8 on rows for me are not fun. They might be optimal, they might work, they might be the best way of doing it, but they're not fun. Sets of 12, sets of 15, sets of 17 are more fun for me on rows. That's what actually gives me a back pump. That's what makes me feel my back. And so what I need to do is just go back to doing those sets of 15 on rows. Like, how the fuck did I let Instagram and all these people and all these influencers knock me out my own fun? You understand what I mean? Like, I used to have fun with this, but then I consumed too much content and I hyperfixated too much on the details that the fun side just fucking went, man. It just fucking went. And so the change I'm going to make moving forward now is I'm just going to be a bit more like a meathead. I'm just going to be a bit more like a gym bro. I'm just going to be nice. I'm just going to be a bit more like 16-year-old Omar that was so naive and so clueless to these things that he didn't give a fuck. He just went in there and had fun. Ignorance sometimes is bliss. And in the last year, I've lost the fun, and I need to incorporate some ignorance is bliss mindset back into me. Like, I need to just stop caring about nerding out over everything and just have fucking fun with it, man. That's it. And so I realized that I kind of fell out of the process a little bit, and I was just too results driven. And I found myself in a situation where all I wanted was the result. And in this case, the result was me getting bigger arms or adding an extra rep. So much to, what I'm trying to say, all I wanted was the result so much. What the fuck am I trying to say? Wait, I need to word this right. Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. Bear with me. All I wanted was the result to such an extent that I sacrificed all the fun I had in lifting just so I could do all the optimal things, because obviously I thought all the optimal things would get me to my result quicker and better and faster and easier. But in the process of doing that, I realized the fun is totally gone, and this is fucking shit now. I'd much rather hit my goals slower but have fun with it than faster and not like training. You understand what I'm saying? And I realized because I'm so results driven, so numbers driven, so data driven, you know, I love adding the plus one extra rep, and I'm always checking my logbook to see how much weight did I lift last time and for how many reps exactly. Because I'm so numbers driven, sometimes I would skip the gym if the scenario wasn't right for me to go gym that day. What do I mean? Let's say I'm low on sleep, low on food, feeling a bit tired and a bit pissed off. I'm not going to go gym on a day like that because I know I'm not going to be able to perform my best. I know I'm not going to be able to add an extra rep. Maybe, and this would absolutely depress me and kill me. Maybe I would actually be down a rep or two on most of my exercises because of those circumstances. And so I would think, nah, there's no point of even going gym if I can't progress on my progress. Some background noise has just appeared in my life, so hopefully you can't hear that background Hoover. But what I need to do is stop being so fucking numbers driven and have fun with it, and still go gym on my tired days, on my depressed days, on my underfed days, because I'm there to have fun. Lifting the weights and getting a pump is fun. How the hell did I get it in my head that getting a pump isn't fun or isn't the right thing to do? Like, I just need to tie it up and get a fucking pump, even if I'm depressed, even if all the outside factors of gym, such as food, nutrition, and sleep, are completely in the garbage. I need to just turn up and have fucking fun. Not care about the weights, not track the weights, not looking at what I done last week. Just have some damn fun with it again. Chase a pump, do exercises and machines that I like. Not care about the exact amount of volume and the exact perfect range of motion and technique. Like, no, man, forget all of that. I just need to have fun with it again and start loving the process. So that has been me unloading my thoughts on YouTube.